Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And an alley to run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 7, Falcons 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Lions pass taken in by Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Jones has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Smith trying to run for it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
These two teams all tied after one. This is Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. He's crashing. Get out.
Here's Olesen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Ready. Tackle.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 down.
Bring out. Bam.
On 2nd and a couple. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
4 down.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ito Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the delay, here's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 12. 57 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
57. Mike, 57.
On third down, Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try to run with Carson, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Sanu. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. A 1st down carry for Smith. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check three, check three. Hey, go.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready, 280.
57.
Again, it's Smith. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like this. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Here's Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. The Seahawks on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan, the open man is Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to open.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incomplete. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try it too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. This is Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check. 54, south.
Another try for Smith. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Cleveland.
I got it.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game at the end. But couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long.